And hello everybody, it's Fern. Welcome to another weekly vlog. It is currently Wednesday. I don't know why I'm on this thing of starting the weekly vlog on Wednesdays, but I kind of hate it, so we need to break this pattern. I think I'm always just in catch-up mode on Monday and Tuesday after the weekend, I guess, and then I just don't feel like I can sit down and on the vlog until Wednesday. I don't even know. But I'm really excited to be finally starting the vlog because I have mail that I want to open with you. So that's what we're gonna do right away here because yeah, I'm just really excited to crack into that, obviously, and I like to save any unboxings for the vlog, well, most of them at least. I'm currently washing our bedding, as you saw. I do it once a week. How often do y'all wash your bedding? Because I feel like even like, especially with having a dog, I feel like even once a week feels kind of long. Like, I could do it twice a week, but I just love a fresh bed. I'm always just curious to know about other people's routines. And I really did appreciate your comments when I was talking about how it's so hard to keep up with house cleaning. It made me feel a lot better, and y'all even left some tips. Some people recommended getting a steam cleaner, so that's something that I'm looking into. But yeah, it always is just nice to hear what other people are doing and get some emotional support because life is just busy, especially when you have like a million hobbies like me. Or I don't even have a million hobbies, I just have hobbies that are very time consuming, I feel. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. I thought that right now would be the perfect time to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Helix. And if you are unfamiliar, Helix is an amazing mattress brand. They create premium mattresses that ship straight to your door, and we've had our Helix mattress for 2 years now, and I literally love it so much. You guys on this channel especially know how seriously I take my sleep. Like, I need to get good quality sleep in, which is why I'm really willing to invest in a mattress that is going to provide me comfort, help me get a deeper sleep, and not leave me feeling sore in the mornings. Helix really does that for me. I genuinely feel like I've never slept better than I have on this mattress, and we're so spoiled by it because, like I said, we've had this mattress for 2 years now that when we go away and we're not sleeping on this mattress, we really feel it and we really miss our mattress at home. Now, we all have different preferences when it comes to what we find comfortable. We have different sleeping positions, different body types, so a mattress is not a one-size-fits-all thing. Helix gets that, which is why they have 20 mattresses in their lineup, and they now have mattress toppers, which I think is a really great option for someone who doesn't want to completely swap out their whole mattress. You can just add a Helix mattress topper and it will completely transform it. If you're not sure what mattress would be best for you, Helix actually offers a sleep quiz where you can answer some simple questions and they will make a suggestion. That's exactly what we did and got paired with the Midnight Luxe, and it is my dream mattress, so I'm super impressed with that. Helix also offers free shipping in the US and a 100-night sleep trial, so you can try out your mattress and make sure that it really is the right fit for you. If you would like to upgrade your sleep, right now is a great time to check out Helix because they are currently running their 4th of July exclusive partner offer, which goes until the end of the month, and you can get 27% off site-wide. You can scan the QR code on screen here or click the link down in the description box to shop Helix and get 27% off site-wide. Thank you so much to Helix for sponsoring today's video. Anywho, let's go open some stickers. Okay, so if you watched my last vlog, then you would know I have been ordering some stickers because I'm planning to decorate the back of my Kobo, and for the summer, I'm wanting to do a kind of childhood horror nostalgia vibe. So in the last vlog, I unboxed a sticker that came in, which was a character from the show Freaky Stories, and some of y'all actually recognized it, which made me so happy because I loved that show when I was a kid. Looking back on it now, it's such a weird and bizarre, I mean, all these things are, and it has me thinking, is there like, I feel like that was a big thing in the 90s, was like kids horror. Is that still a thing? Like, are they doing a modern version of that now? Like, we had Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Freaky Stories, Tales of the Crypt Keeper. Is there still stuff like that now? I hope that there is because I just loved stuff like that so much. So anyways, I wanted to do kind of an ode to that, but I have also ordered other stickers. We'll talk about this more when I get to them, but I ordered other stickers that I'm thinking of swapping out. So basically, if you haven't seen people do this decorate e-reader thing before, you don't actually stick the stickers to it. You either do like, you can put some sort of insert like paper as the background, or you can just put like tape on the back of the stickers and stick them on there, so you can easily just swap them out to do different themes. So I'm planning for the fall winter doing like a more classic gothic horror kind of theme. And I came across this shop. I think they're a Canadian shop as well, but I came across it and I just fell in love with all of her stickers on there. So I, of course, had to order a bunch of those in anticipation for when I switch out my theme for the fall winter, which may seem extra, but I truly just like couldn't help myself. You will see how cute the stickers are when I open this. So I have 3 little envelopes here. I guess I'll start with the smaller ones first. Ooh, okay, I got this one because I thought it'd be perfect for like a summerween kind of vibe. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It is this little like pumpkin, what's it called? I want to say lollipop. That's not what this is called. What is this? Ice cream bar? Popsicle. Popsicle. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. I'm obsessed. This is perfect. Oh my gosh, how cute. He wrote, Fern, thanks for your order. Have a spooky summerween. Love that. This is the name of the shop that it came from, and this one is from the US. I tried to prioritize Canadian shops just for shipping, but when it's just like the small envelope like that, it wasn't expensive to have it mailed here. Okay, I'm gonna open the other small one. I think that I might know what this one is. Yes, okay, it is what I thought. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this one. Okay, so since I wanted it to have like a summer kind of vibe, because I feel like a lot of these childhood horror things, like when I think about them, I think of watching them on like summer holiday, which is why I thought that this theme would be perfect for summer, and I wanted to lean into a couple things that just added like a summerween touch. Anyways, so I really wanted to get a sticker of a campfire, and I couldn't really find one that I liked. I remember there was one, but the shipping was like insane or something on Etsy, so I didn't get it. But then I came across this because I was looking up Are You Afraid of the Dark stickers, if you watched that when you were a child as well. So this is from Are You Afraid of the Dark, and it also has a campfire, so I'm like, this is perfect. The Midnight Society is what the kids called themselves and told like these spooky stories.
We're called the Midnight Society.
But yeah, it's so cute. I actually love this, and yeah, it's just like perfect for both of the themes that I'm kind of trying to go for here. That shop was they didn't put a card, so I don't remember what that shop is called. But I will link all of these. Oh, there is a card. Never mind. Pieces of Flair OG. I will link all of them down below in case anyone else is interested in these stickers. And then this is the one that I'm most excited about. This is the shop that I ordered the most from. Like, I got a lot of stuff from here. And yeah, they just look so, so nice. I immediately had to follow them on Instagram as well. So let's open it up. And this one came from Ontario. Okay, so they are called Nocturnal Novels, and all of the stickers are in here. And then I actually ended up getting a little charm as well, which we'll open last, I guess. Let's start with the stickers. These are literally so nice. I am so excited. So like I said, most of these ones are going to be for a fall theme, and it's going to be so cohesive and nice. I can't wait. So here is the first one. Hot Girls Read Horror, this little cake, and you could choose the finish. So there was like matte, glossy, holographic, and then one of the options was this like star holographic pattern. So I kind of chose different finishes for a lot of them, but I had to get a couple with the like star finish because it's so cute. So that's the first one. I hope it's focusing. There we go. Love. And then I got this one, Horror Road. And like I said, I'm going to be able to reuse these and like swap them out to do different kind of collages and stuff. This one, Horror Babe. I was trying to choose between this one and the cake, and I just simply could not choose, so I ended up getting both of them. So I might not put both of them on, but I could use them like separately for when I want to switch things up. Bury Me with My TBR. Like, how fun. busy reading spooky shit, and this one is, I think, just like holographic finish. Like, so cute. This one, gothic fiction. Love, like, that's so pretty. And then this one, horror for horror. It's like a motel keychain kind of thing, which immediately made me think of We Used to Live Here, because the motel scene in that book is so scary to me. I still think about it. Okay, and then the little charm that I got that's gonna go on my Kobo is this cutie little bat, and I'm actually going to be using this for my summer, and for, it's probably just going to stay on my Kobo, to be honest with you, but I think it's going to suit both of the themes super well. And I've never had, this is just like, it goes in the USB-C port. I've never had one of these, but whenever I see someone with a charm on their e-reader, I'm like, well, what the heck? I want that. Like, that is so adorable. So now I finally have one. I'm so excited. The bad news, though, is that I just ordered another sticker today because I thought of something else. So I don't know if I'm going to wait for that because it's coming from the UK. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait for that to arrive. Hopefully it doesn't, I bet you it will get here when I'm gone camping, which is unfortunate. I might start putting it all together and then just add that final sticker in. And there is another sticker that I'm waiting for also, but I think that's gonna be here probably pretty quick because it's just coming from Alberta. I know, so many sticker purchases, which is kind of crazy, but I just figured that it was time to put some effort in making my Kobo look cute. And obviously I had to go with the horror theme. Okay, the next thing I have to unbox with you is indeed my book of the month box. I'm completely procrastinating. I'm supposed to be filming something for my main channel right now. I'm actually kind of procrastinating because the laundry is going and it's noisy. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll just sit down and do this with the vlog because I need to film like right. The laundry is right by my plant shelf and that is where I need to film. So yeah, that's kind of my excuse. Even though I could just pause the laundry, I would rather unbox my book of the month with you, so let's do this. I completely forget. I think I remember my main pick, but everything else, no idea what I picked out, so I'm excited to crack into this. Oh my god, I did it again, you guys. I sliced into the top book. Oh, that's so annoying. It's always just like, I wish that they would put like a card there or something on the top. It's not as bad as I did to Wild Dark Shore. Oh my gosh, this book is so skinny. I was not expecting it to be so small. It's honestly not that noticeable. It was way more noticeable when I did it to Wild Dark Shore. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I haven't even told y'all, well, you've probably noticed, but I cut my freaking nails off. Yesterday or the day before because I broke 2 of them and I was like, okay, 2 is like the maximum that I will have with like uneven broken nails. And then I noticed a crack in a third one and I was like, okay, it's just time to reset them. Plus I'm doing the irrigation right now and we're going to be going camping later this month, so I just figured now's a good time to kind of reset them. But I actually kind of am digging it, and I have Merkitten on right now, which is so pretty. Definitely one of my top faves from Mooncat now. I'm just obsessed with it. It has so much blue shimmer through it. I feel like in this lighting you can't really tell, but it's so pretty. So yeah, that's the current nail situation. Anyways, back to the books. So my pick for July was this strange one. It's called Maggie, or A Man and a Woman Walk Into a Bar by Katie Yee, which is such a weird title and cover. I don't really like this cover. I mean, it's okay, I guess. I like the green, but why is it just this like long title? I don't know. I was really torn with what to pick this month, like for my main pick. They all sounded okay to me. Like, I'm definitely interested in These Summer Storms and Is It Among Friends? And then there was another one, I think. Like, they all sounded good, but I kind of wanted to wait and hear people's opinions. So then I just went with this, like, wild card. And this was also a diverse pick, so that was another reason that I wanted to grab this one. Ooh, I like the orange inside. This is a very, very colorful book. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this one sounds really strange, to be honest with you, but I was kind of intrigued. So this is about a woman who, she's a mom. I think she's, like, going through a divorce, and she gets diagnosed with cancer. And yeah, it just sounds weird. It says, to cope, our narrator starts talking to her tumor. She creates The Guide to My Husband, a user's manual for her husband's lover. She turns her children's bedtime stories into retellings of Chinese folklore passed down by her own mother in an attempt to make them fall in love with their shared culture and to maybe save herself in the process. Maggie, or A Man and a Woman Walk into a Bar, explores the things we inherit and invites us to take a scalpel to the stories we tell ourselves. A masterclass in transforming personal tragedy into defiant comedy. Now, I really don't know what I'm gonna make out of this because I think that it is a bit of a comedy, like it's supposed to be funny, and I am kind of a comedy hater. I just feel like things are never actually funny. So we'll see what I make of this. Very, very short though, so it'll be easy to get through. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this could be something that surprises me and turns out to be really good. But it could also be a flop. So I'll find out when I read it. But that was my pick for July. And then, of course, I got some add-ons because I am me. So the first one that I got is, this is actually like a nice textured cover. It is The Sun Was Electric Light by Rachel Morton. And this is a literary fiction that they offered in April, and I didn't get it in April. I think I skipped April, actually. This one has really never been on my radar, to be quite honest with you, and I don't know why. I just kind of glazed over it because it is literary fiction, and I usually am interested in Book of the Month's literary fiction picks. But yeah, I don't know, kind of glazed over it, I guess. And then one of my friends that I chat with on Instagram about books all the time, and I feel like we have pretty similar taste, she said that she loved this book, but is an outlier because a lot of people are hating on it. So of course that intrigued me, and I was like, well, I'm gonna give it a go. So this could definitely be something that I don't like, but it could also turn out to be a gem. I guess kind of similar to my other pick. I feel like Book of the Month, I always am just like, well, I'll take a risk. Sounds like this is about a woman living in New York who's unhappy, so she ends up moving to Guatemala. It says that she finds work first as a nanny to a wealthy local family, then as an English teacher. Meanwhile, she becomes increasingly infatuated by her friendship with Carmen, pushing away the stability of her connection with Emily. As Carmen's fragile relationship with the world splinters, the difference between being a visitor and truly belonging becomes clear, and Ruth is forced to act. The Sun Was Electric Light is a sublime novel about searching for belonging and a life that makes sense. So, yeah, don't know what to make of it. Let me know if you've read this. I am gonna give it a go, and we'll see. Also, another really small book. Like, how long are these books? 211 pages for this one. And 200 pages for this one. So shorties. That makes me feel a lot better when it's a book that I'm not sure if I'm gonna like. I mean, no books are guaranteed. I feel like every book is kind of a risk, but we obviously can make a guess on whether we're gonna like one or not, you know what I mean? Anyways, it makes me feel better when they're just short, then it doesn't feel like that big of a commitment. Okay, so the next one is one that I am quite confident that I will like, just based on what I've been hearing lately. This is getting a lot of great reviews, so I am excited about this one, and that is The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. I keep seeing this everywhere, people posting about it, people talking about it. I've seen it featured on Goodreads a lot, so I was like, okay, twist my rubber arm, I'm gonna pick it up. I don't even really know what it's about, to be honest with you. It's a thriller. Ooh, June 1975. The Taylor family shatters in a single night when two teenage siblings are found dead in their own home. The only surviving sibling, Vincent, never shakes the whispers and accusations that he was the one who killed them. Decades later, the legend only grows as his career as a horror writer skyrockets. Ghostwriter Olivia Dumont has spent her entire professional life hiding the fact that she is the only child of Vincent Taylor. Now on the brink of financial ruin, she's offered a job to ghostwrite her father's last book. What she doesn't know, though, is that this project is another one of his lies, because it's not another horror novel he wants her to write. After 50 years of silence, Vincent Taylor is finally ready to talk about what really happened that night in 1975. This kind of, like, this premise kind of reminds me of The Only One Left, which is one of my favorite thrillers by Riley Sager. I don't think it's going to have, like, the same vibes, but just, like, that book is also somebody asking someone, or I guess she wasn't asking her to write, she was just telling her, like, writing out a story of something similar, like a murder situation that happened years ago. So kind of a similar premise. But yeah, I'm excited about this one. Let me know if you read it. I feel like it's really popular right now. Okay, and then next, I got another kind of spooky one. Ooh, I like this cover with like foiled lettering. It's really nice. So it's The Shadows by Alex North. Don't know what this is about, but I honestly just wanted to try out Alex North because I've seen people reading their books. Is it a man or a woman? He, okay. A British crime writer. Who has previously published under another name. Okay, very elusive. I think that this was the one that appealed to me the most when I read the synopsis for the books that they had on there by Alex North. Is The Whisper Man. Actually, The Whisper Man is the one that I wanted to read the most, but it was sold out or something, so I didn't get that one, but I think I have it on my Kobo wish list. Anyways, this is the Alex North book that I've picked up. It says, you knew a teenager like Charlie Crabtree, a dark imagination, a sinister smile, always on the outside of the group. Some part of you suspected he might be capable of doing something awful. 25 years ago, Crabtree did just that, committed a murder so shocking that it's attracted that kind of... What's going on here? Committing a murder so shocking that it's attracted that strange kind of infamy that only exists on the darkest corners of the internet and has inspired more than one copycat. Paul Adams remembers the case all too well. Crabtree and his victim were Paul's friends. Paul has slowly built his life back together, but now his mother, old and suffering from dementia, has taken a turn for the worse. Though every inch of him resists, it is time to come home. It's not long before things start to go wrong. Paul learns that Detective Amanda Beck is investigating another copycat that has struck in the nearby town of Featherbank. His mother is distressed, insistent that there's something in the house, and someone is following him, which reminds him of the most unsettling thing about that awful day 25 years ago. It wasn't just the murder. It was the fact that afterwards, Charlie Crabtree was never seen again. Okay. This is kind of a thick book. How many pages are we at with this one? 323. Okay, maybe it just looks thick compared to the other ones. I guess it's just a normal size, actually. These are actually all pretty short books that I got in this box. Okay, the next one that I got, I've literally never heard of this before. I just saw it when I was browsing on the Book of the Month Reddit page, because there'll be like a thread at the beginning of, or whenever Book of the Month drops the new books, there will be a thread of what people got. So I always am just like curious of what other people are getting, and I saw this in someone else's basket or like screenshot of what they ordered, and I was like, what is that? Hi, love. Mama's just doing something, baby. Mama's just doing something, baby. You want this one? So this one is, I mean, the water theme definitely called out to me because y'all know. It says, a stunning debut novel about an immigrant Vietnamese family that settles in New Orleans and struggles to remain connected to one another as their lives are inextricably reshaped. Okay, this is like a long synopsis, so I won't read it all, but I feel like that little paragraph at the top gives the vibes that we need to know. Literary fiction, I think it's supposed to be quite emotional, and water has, I think there's like, from what I read, what's it called? What's that storm thing called? A hurricane. A hurricane. That's tied into this somehow. So, yeah. Things we lost in the water. Okay, baby. What are you doing, you monkey? What are you doing? I love you. Okay, I'm gonna play with this one for a little bit. I'm going to film what I need to get done filming wise today. Is this spot taken? Okay. Okay, book of the month. You're done. You're done. Anyways, that's everything that I got because I am insane. Okay, y'all, we got a grocery delivery from Spud, so I thought I would show y'all what we got. Oh, it's 2 bins this time.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine.
Okay, so here is the haul. I'm on 8% battery, so hopefully, well, I mean, I guess this isn't gonna take very long. But anyways, we have, what even are these? Apricots? I think, I don't know, they were on sale in the fruit section and that looked very appetizing, so I thought I would grab those as a little fruit. Ooh, they feel nice and soft too. Yummy. Be snacking on those. Some cilantro, onions. We needed more of our D3 and K2. We take D3 all year round here on Vancouver Island. Magnesium. Take this every night before bed. Some apples. These are, I don't even know what type, to be honest with you. I forget. I usually like Honeycrisp, but I didn't see Honeycrisp. I want to say Gala, maybe. They feel nice and crispy though. Some jalapenos, which I think this is the first time I've purchased jalapenos since growing them last year, like since harvesting my garden ones last summer, because I've just been using the frozen minced jalapenos that I have, but I'm making like a pico de gallo tomorrow, so I needed some nice fresh jalapenos. Almond milk, because it was the cheapest. I usually prefer soy, but I will just get what's on sale, so almond milk. And then these kombuchas were on sale, so I grabbed those for a little treat. This is berry lemonade, and then I think this one is pomegranate blueberry, and I'm probably gonna have one of those tonight because I need a little pick-me-up. I have been filming all afternoon for my main channel, and I still have filming to do into the night here. Probably a couple hours more of filming to get done, so I'm gonna have probably some peanut butter toast, just like a quick dinner tonight with some kombucha, and honestly that sounds good. And then I got some butter sticks for, you know, different recipes that where it's easier to just use like the stick form. So I always like to have some of those in the fridge. Buttery bliss. Needed more tamari. This is the peanut butter. I love this peanut butter so much. It's a local, and yeah, it's just delicious. Whenever I can get my hands on that one, I will. This is extra firm tofu. Got a couple of those. Needed some more flour, so this is the one that I've been getting recently. I got a barista soy. Actually, I got 2 of those. Normally we get the, what's it called, Oatly, for our like iced lattes and iced matcha lattes. I love Oatly, like the creamy one in the blue carton, but this one was cheaper, and I do just prefer soy milk, so we got a couple of those. They were a couple dollars cheaper than the Oatly, so works for me. And then we needed some dish soap because we're literally completely out, and this one from Mrs. Meyer's was on sale, and I always love the smell of Mrs. Meyer's products. I got a couple boxes of my Yogi Restful Sleep tea. Y'all know this tea has me shackled. Some raisins. I love having these in my oatmeal, so I needed some more of those. I got some chips to dip into. I'm making like a cabbage pico de gallo tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. That's what the tomatoes are for. Avocado limes are for that as well. Okay, I need to go plug in the camera, but yeah, that's everything that I ordered from Spud. I don't order from Spud like every time we get groceries, probably only like once a month, but it's actually hilarious because they reached out like probably a couple months ago now, not like through because I am a content creator or whatever. They just like reach out to do like a quality check with their customers, I guess. Like they're just like, oh, like we'd love to hear your thoughts of how your experience has been on Spud. So I filled out their little thing and I was like, oh, it's great, blah, 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 blah. And then they emailed me and they were like, oh, here's a $20 off code for being a customer or whatever. So then I placed an order from them a couple weeks after that and I forgot to use the code. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to get that $20 off. So then I placed this order and I forgot to use it again. So hopefully it doesn't expire and I can use it next time. But yeah, I really do love ordering from them because, well, first of all, ordering groceries online is just convenient. Like I can just scroll on my iPad, which I will admit is really nice. And you can just like see exactly what's on there, like ingredients, and you can filter whatever, and then they deliver it right to your door. So I do say I'm a fan. Anyways, this camera is gonna die at any moment, so I'm gonna go plug you in and I'll chat with you later. Oh my god, you guys, I just sat down to have a quick bite. Thought I would bust out the kombucha like I said, because that's nice, right? Wrong. I literally spilt half of it. I took a sip and went to put it down on the shelf, but I wasn't paying attention, so it was only like half on, and then it dumped onto me sitting here. I'm soaked. It's literally all over me. Oh my gosh. Hi, it is 10 o'clock, so past my bedtime, but I just wanted to say goodnight. I guess, because the last clip I took was my kombucha spilt everywhere. But I finished up my filming that I needed to get done today. So yeah, all is well. But I'm getting to bed late because I just finished filming late and yeah, I got into bed at like 9:15 and I finished reading Hot Milk. I have so many reading updates. We'll have to chat about that tomorrow. But yeah, and I've got a lot of cleaning to do tomorrow as well because things are a mess out there from filming today. I just didn't have it in me to clean it up. Like, I just didn't. This is late for me, you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Also, I just read the first chapter of Tender is the Flesh. Yep. Buckle up. Buckle up. I'm doing it. Really good so far. I just know that this book is gonna be, yeah, is gonna have something to say, and it's gonna have me thinking. I've already been highlighting and annotating, and that's something that I really like about reading on my Kobo, because I can highlight and annotate on there on my ebooks, and I don't typically, I mean, I'll put tabs in my physical books, but I haven't gotten to the point where I'm comfortable like writing in my books and stuff. So it's my throat's dry. It's nice that I can do that without consequence on my Kobo. But yeah, full reading update will come tomorrow. But I'm gonna go to bed, so good night. Good morning, everybody. It is currently 5:01. I have been up since before 3, which sounds kind of unhinged, but the past couple of nights I've been waking up super early like that. And the night before last, I went back to sleep, but today, I don't know, I just felt so wide awake. I was like, why don't I just go ahead and get up rather than just laying here trying to sleep? And I know why this is happening to me. It's because I have a lot to do and I'm stressed. And when I just have like so many things going on and it's overwhelming me, it definitely starts to affect my sleep. So yeah, early good morning today. Honestly, I feel fine. Like, I don't feel tired. So that's great. And it was nice to just hang out here in the dark. It's getting light out now. Oh, it looks kind of cloudy, but I actually think it's supposed to be hot today, which is unfortunate because I'm going to be out there working on the irrigation because I've made very little progress on it this last week and I need to get it done. So, like I said, a lot of things that are just kind of weighing on me right now, but it's fine. I have a rainy, like cozy ambiance thing on right now. We have the candle. I've already had my coffee. I'm thinking about making some pancakes soon. And yeah, it was nice to just have some time to relax. Like I said, I was just sitting here watching YouTube and just, I don't know, there's something, this is why I like getting up early because, I mean, usually I just get up at like 5-ish, but it allows me a time period without any pressures because it's still like not a normal hours to be doing something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand why people are night owls because I feel like they have the same reasoning. Like, in either late at night or early in the morning, there's no emails coming in, there's no calls, there's no, like, maybe you still have stuff to get done, but it still just feels like a time where you can just kind of be before the actual day is starting, or after the actual day is finished. Anyways, I am hopping on here because we are way overdue for a reading update. So I'm going to do a little check-in and quickly give my thoughts or like go through which books I've read so far this month. And you guys, it's not been good so far. It has not been good so far. I think I'm averaging at like a 2-star, or not averaging, but I've been giving 2 stars out frequently, which is not great. And the question is, do I hate thrillers or do I hate audiobooks? Because I have been heavily listening to the thrillers that I have on my TBR this month. And for one, I feel like one of my problems with audiobooks is that all of the narrators literally sound the same to me. So it feels like I'm just listening to the same book. Do any of y'all find that? Like, even if they're different people, they all just sound the same to me. Like, they like talk in the same voice or something. I don't know. Probably especially for thriller, like reading the same genre back to back or listening to the same genre back to back, which that's my bad, but I am definitely getting concerned that I'm just not into thrillers anymore, which kind of sucks because I used to love thrillers so much. That's what got me back into reading. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not enjoying them lately. So anyways, I'm holding these 3 up because I thought it was kind of funny that I've listened slash read, Listen for the Lie, What Lies in the Woods, and First Lie Wins. Like, all of these lie thrillers. And I will say that, okay, so I finished this one at the end of June. We've already talked about this. I ended up giving this 3 stars. It was just kind of like, it was fine to me. But after that, I listened to What Lies in the Woods, and these two felt kind of similar because they both had a true crime podcaster element. So that was kind of feeling similar, although Listen for the Lie definitely had that more heavily. And I also liked this one better because it had more of like a mixed media kind of feel, where What Lies in the Woods had a podcast guy, and they're both men, like these men true crime podcasters. Anyways, this one had a podcaster, but it wasn't like you weren't getting snippets from the podcast. I did not like this. I gave this 2 stars. Honestly, don't even remember What happened in this book? Oh, yeah, okay. So, my expectation for What Lies in the Woods is that we were going to be in the time period of these girls, like when they were girls, and it was going to be this kind of like, you know, unhinged girlhood, sinister kind of thing, but it wasn't. It was almost entirely from them, like years and years later as adults, and then you'd kind of get like flashbacks, but it just, I wish that we were just in the time period of them being girls. But unfortunately, they weren't. They were mostly just annoying adults. So, yeah, that was a bit of a letdown for me. The further this book went on and closer to the end, this just started getting really convoluted and confusing, and there was lots of different characters, and I was having a hard time keeping up. So, yeah, definitely was not a favorite of mine. So that was the first book that I finished this month, I believe, and I gave it 2 stars. After that, I read Hot Milk by Deborah Levy. Can you even see that? I turned the brightness up, but maybe that did not help. Anyways, Hot Milk. So this is, oh my gosh, this was a weird freaking book, you guys. I don't even know how to describe it. I was trying to tell my boyfriend about it, and it's just, it's like it's like a mundane, weird kind of book. So this follows our main character, Sophia, who this is all through, it's like very stream of consciousness. You're in Sophia's head. So she is mid-20s, I think she's like 25, and her mom has these chronic health issues. She like can't walk, just very like mysterious health stuff that she's never had an answer for, like she's never figured out what's wrong with her. And Sophia's life has basically revolved around caring for her mother and meeting all of her mother's needs, her emotional needs and her physical needs. And they end up traveling to Spain from the UK to go to this fancy medical center to as like a last ditch effort for her mom to get some answers and hopefully treatment for whatever's wrong with her. So this is basically Sophia's experience there, but it's very fragmented. She's also an anthropologist, or she's like studying anthropology. And she's, I think her thesis is on memory or something like that. So I think that this book is trying to say something about memory, because you'll like it's very strange, you guys, and I can't even describe it. But there will be chapters that are kind of like out of order, like something will be strange in one chapter and then it will explain it like later in the book, like you get something that happened before that makes what happened earlier make sense. I don't know, but it's so weird. And the writing is weird. The writing is like, I don't know, this book is like nothing I've ever read before. And it's almost dreamlike, because it's like, is this real? Like, would these people, like, they're so strange. The things they say are strange. The things they do are strange. The things that Sophia notes are strange. And it's just this, like, I guess, fever dream / memory, fragmented memory situation of her like on the beach and like going through all this stuff with her mother, going to her mom's medical appointments, and then you get some stuff on her like fractured relationship with her dad and his new life, and it's just, I don't know, it's weird, and I did not like it, but I have been thinking about it a lot because it was just strange, and I almost wasn't expecting it to be strange, because I feel like there's some books that are branded as like weird lit fic, but this, it was weird, but not in a like what I would think of when I think of that subgenre. I don't even know. This is all just like probably not making sense. Like I said, I'm glad that I read it, but I ended up giving it 2 stars, because the main reason that I ended up giving it that, even though it was kind of tedious and meandering to read, and I'm fine usually with like a no plot, just vibes. However, my main beef with this book is that I had zero emotional connection. to any of the characters or what was going on. I feel like the subject matter could have been really emotional because it was a lot about the relationship with her mother and kind of the emotional manipulation of her mother and, you know, situation with her dad and his kind of new life and just like the way that she's navigating love and life. Like, I feel like it could have been an emotional novel, but it just wasn't. Like, it was so distant that I literally just didn't feel anything. And I feel like that's kind of a deal breaker for me when it comes to a book. But yeah, weird story. I think that this is a Booker Prize. It was shortlisted for the Booker Prize. Or did it win? I don't know. I think that it's definitely a love it or hate it book. I will say that there was definitely summer vibes in this. Like, I liked the beachy Spain setting. But yeah, I don't know, just a very strange one. Very strange one. The amount that I've been thinking about it kind of makes me want to bump my rating up to a 3. So maybe I should do that because I've been reflecting on my reading experience a lot, and I feel like that says something. So maybe I will bump it up to a 3, but I remember just reading it and being kind of like, okay, like, are we done here? Okay, and then I moved on to First Lie Wins, and I think I entirely listened to this on audio just while I was doing things around the house or out in the garden. And like I said, I feel like this could be my downfall. Like, the listening on audio, I feel like I just don't enjoy books as much. I don't know if anyone else finds that, but I have another thriller coming up that I'm going to read, and I have it on audio because I went ahead and reserved a lot of these on Libby ahead of time that I thought I would try to read this month. But I kind of don't even want to listen to it because I don't know, I kind of feel like it might be ruining things for me, but maybe it's not. Maybe I just genuinely wouldn't have loved these books. Anyways, First Lie Wins. This started out very promising because it felt very different from the other 2 thrillers that I had just read. So we're following our main character, Evie, who at the beginning of the book, I think she's like moving in with her boyfriend Ryan. It's like a new relationship, so she's kind of meeting his friend group and kind of beginning this new life, which she literally is, because you find out very quickly that she's living under a false identity. So it's not her real name. She has this whole backstory of her life that she's, you know, telling her new partner, which isn't true. So I was very intrigued. I was like, okay, where's this going? Like, this is fun and interesting. And I actually liked the audiobook, like the narrator for this one, the best, I think. It was very like Southern kind of vibes. After the beginning, though, I started really not enjoying this book, and it's because it turns into just like a spy novel, and I don't think I'm interested in spy books or movies. That's just, I don't know, kind of boring to me. And there was so many chapters. Like, basically this entire book alternates between present time and different past timelines, and like each one is a different job that she had. So it'd be like, oh, alias whatever name, and then it'd be like what mission she was doing and like what false identity she was doing at that time, and then it'd go back to present time. And I just like was so bored at those chapters, which was a lot of the book, of just like her past jobs, and it was like too many characters, because you're meeting like different people, and then you have all these different names to keep track of because she has a different name in every chapter. So I found it kind of confusing, and I probably would have been able to follow better in the physical book, I will say that. But yeah, I just don't think that the spy thing is for me. Like, all these different missions of like breaking into people's houses and stuff. I mean, I think that a lot of people would like this if you're into that, but I will say that this book wrapped up really well at the end, in my opinion. Like, I liked how all of the pieces fit together. I feel like the author did a good job of that, but I think that this just like spy trope thing is not for me. So, did I give this 2 stars? I think I gave this 2 stars as well, which is kind of depressing because I don't think, I have not given a book more than 3 stars yet this month. However, I think we're going to be redeeming ourselves, you guys, because look at what I'm reading right now. Oh yeah, I also randomly started reading It by Stephen King, and I'm literally only 2% into that. Even though I've been like technically reading it for a week, I'm just gonna be chipping away at that very slowly because it is an insanely long book. It's like 1,200 pages or something. So yeah, but I'm reading it on my Kobo. Okay, but my like actual read right now. Okay, the screen went dark, but if you can see, it is Tender as the Flesh by Agustina Bazterrica. And oh my gosh, you guys, this has been a book I've been wanting to read for literal years because I've heard so many people talk about it in the horror community. And also being vegan, I feel like it's just such an interesting, like it's obviously going to interest me because this book takes place in a dystopian version of our world where there's a virus that infects animals and makes it so that humans can't eat them. Humans can't even be around animals. Like even a scratch from an animal can be fatal. So basically they kill off all the animals, and instead of just going vegan, they decide to start farming humans in basically the same way that animal agriculture works today. Like the descriptions in this book are so accurate, I feel. Honestly, probably not as bad as what our reality is for animals. Like, there's definitely better regulations and standards in this book because of the fact that they are humans, even though they don't even refer to them as humans in the book, because they want to create cognitive dissonance, obviously, so that they can convince people it's okay to eat them. I have literally been highlighting and making annotations in this like crazy. I'm going to need a physical copy so that I can transfer them over because, yeah, this is just, oh my gosh. I actually had to put it down last night because I was like, this cannot be the last thing in my brain before I go to sleep because I'm already like literally haunted by living in our current world. So just like thinking about it right before I go to sleep, not great. I am 27% of the way in, and this isn't a very long book. It says I only have 3 hours to go. So I'm almost a third in, and so far this is just following our main character like around to the different facilities, and you're like touring through them, which is very disturbing, of course. We go to a slaughterhouse, we go to a breeding facility, and like I said, it's like accurate descriptions of, or like similar at least. Like I said, I feel like real life is worse than this for like what these facilities actually, what the conditions of them actually are. But there's like the same kind of things that happen, like artificial insemination, babies being torn away from their mothers. We go to a tannery, what else? A butcher shop. And then there's like kind of political stuff mentioned, how they have to like alter the language to make people more comfortable with eating it, and all of the like propaganda to convince people that they need meat to live, and like it just feels so real. So yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm gonna have like literally so many thoughts on this book. It is so good so far. I'll be shocked if it's not a 5-star. I haven't really heard people share in-depth thoughts. Like I've just heard people say like, oh, Tender as the Flesh, it's so good, it's so unwell, whatever. But what I have heard people say is that the ending, or like the last line, is very impactful or chilling, or I don't know. So I'm anticipating the ending to be something. So yeah, I'm very much enjoying this book so far, even though it's like, I feel like with cannibalism, it's often easy to kind of just like remind ourselves that it's a work of fiction. Like, for example, when I read The Lamb, I know people were so disturbed by the descriptions in that book and stuff, but it's like, that was a fictional story, and like, so's this, but these things are actually happening. So it's very horrific and hard to read in that way because they are happening to somebody. It's just not humans. And I did read online, I was like briefly reading an article that was talking about how this author is vegetarian, thank God, because I can't imagine writing this. And she went vegetarian after watching Earthlings, which literally same. So that's cool. Anyways, That's a bit of a heavy one, to be honest. That is a bit of a heavy one. So the next thriller that I have on my list, I'm still pushing on with the thrillers, even though they're kind of ruining my month. I'm gonna read All the Dangerous Things by, is it Stacey Willingham? I think so, who wrote A Flicker in the Dark, which is one of my favorite thrillers. So I'm going to be reading it physically because I'm scared to listen to the audio, even though I do have the audio reserved on Libby. I want to read the book physically, so we'll see if that does me better. But yeah, interesting reading month so far. At least I'm getting through these thrillers that I've had sitting on my shelf for a while. Anywho, thanks for listening. I am gonna go ahead and make some pancakes now, I think, because that sounds good. Okay, y'all. We started the vlog with a book haul. Wait, did we? Is that the first thing I did in this vlog? The Book of the Month box? I think so. Or near the first. We started the... There's laundry on the chair. I don't even care. We started the vlog with a book haul, and we're ending with a book haul as well. I just got one book. So I've really been wanting to check out David Sodergren because I've heard a lot of people talking about his books, specifically The Har. I feel like, or The Hare, whatever it is, The Har. I feel like a lot of people mention that one, and I've even had some of y'all comment and be like, oh, you should read The Har, like you would like it. So I do want to read that eventually, but just in general, I hear people talk about his books a lot. So it's just been something that, like an author, that's always kind of piqued my interest. However, usually when I hear books that I want to read, I save them to my Kobo wish list, but his books are not available on Kobo, which is kind of sad. Maybe he is a Kindle Unlimited author. I feel like sometimes when authors like have deals with Kindle, they can't be with Kobo. It doesn't happen very often. Like I'm almost always able to find books that I'm looking for on Kobo, luckily, but every once in a while there's one that I'm just kind of like, oh, that's weird. I can't find their books on there. So I ended up ordering a physical book and I didn't get The Har. I actually picked up Summer of Monsters. I actually had them both in my cart, but then I ended up just getting this one to start off with because I have this bad habit of buying like multiple books by an author before I even try them out and find out if I like their writing. So I'm doing it this way this time. I'm getting this one. I'm gonna read this one. And the reason I picked it is because I'm assuming it has a summer vibe. It's called Summer of the Monsters. So I feel like that could be perfect to read. I might even take this with me when we go camping later this month. I don't even really know what it's about. I don't really need to know, but yeah, I love the cover. I don't know. I'm excited to read it. It's not a very big book. So yeah, that is the book that I got today. So we'll see how that goes for me. And if it goes well, then I will order The Har, which I've actually heard is really scary. So let me know if you read that one or this one. Anyways, I think I'm gonna close out the vlog. It has been an exhausting, I feel like I can hardly speak because I'm tired. It has been an exhausting day. I just got in and like had a quick shower from working on the irrigation outside, and it is so freaking hot. I cannot even tell you. I'm actually filming a separate weekend vlog right now, which I don't know when it's gonna be going up. I think it's just gonna be like, I don't know. I don't have a date. It might not be chronological. It might come out later just because of the sponsor that I'm working with on that video. But regardless, there will be a separate vlog for this weekend. I'm going to end this weekly vlog here, and then I'm going to be starting a new weekly vlog, I guess, on Monday. Lots of vlogs going on. Anywho, I will let y'all go. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate and don't take for granted that you tune in every single week. That means a lot to me. Leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you, and I will see you next week. Bye.